Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for another episode of Conservative Beer Reviews. Today I've got a special treat. Just got back from Pella, Iowa, and I picked up a really sweet growler from Peachtree Brewing. This isn't their growler. This is actually a growler from ages back from a local bottle shop in town. But I'll go ahead and take this off. It says not bitter, but it's called I Can't Believe It's Not Bitter. It's a New England IPA, and when I had it at their brewery, I was just blown away. It was really good. So this did leak a little bit on the way back, so I'm thinking they didn't seal it very well. Luckily, it's only about 36 hours old, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the little plastic off there. Oh, she's still got some carbonation, so that's what I was mostly worried about. So for those that don't know, I have to start explaining things better for folks that don't quite know. So a growler is a 32-ounce vessel. It's a bottle. You take it into a brewery. Oftentimes, it's wise to just get fills of stuff that they don't can or bottle, simply because you can't get it anywhere else. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. It's a good way to bring home the beer that you enjoy at the brewery to bring home. So I have to actually explain. Some breweries do have their own growler that you can buy. Some states are stupid, like Nebraska. They have to have the brewery growler. So if you go into a brewery, you have to fill their beer in their growler. It's some sort of weird law that they have passed that needs to go away, but most other states you can bring any growler into the establishment and they will fill it for you. So it's a good way to bring home beer that you enjoyed at the brewery. I wouldn't suggest buying beer in a growler that you can buy in distribution, like in cans or bottles at your local store. That just doesn't make sense to me. Get the stuff that's only on tap, because that way, you can bring it home with you. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and pour this lovely beer. All right. So yeah, there's quite a bit of head there. I like that. So the appearance is like kind of like a golden blonde with about a pinky of creamy white head. So that's pretty good. It shows that it has carbonation. I can smell it from here already. So we're gonna give it the sniff test. See, when I fill a growler, there's a reason that I get a growler filled, because it has gone above and beyond my expectations at a brewery that I have to bring some home. Yeah, so I'm getting mango, peach, pineapple, star fruit, just a hint of tangerine, maybe just a hint of white grapefruit, but it's like none of it is bitter. It's all super fruity and super juicy. Some melon, like different kinds of melon. It's very fruity overall. It's like a fruity drink. It's great. All right. Oh yeah, I like this. Cracker malt to start provides a really crisp base, a really crisp open, and then you get an explosion of like mango, orange creamsicle, pineapple, a little bit of guava, just a touch of guava, some tangerine, and just hints of white grapefruit. Man, that's good. This came out of a little town in Iowa called Knoxville. Most people have never heard of Peachtree Brewing, and rightly so. They're only distributed, as far as I know, from what I've seen, is just Iowa and Nebraska. Maybe a little bit of Illinois. There might be some Illinois areas that they do distribute to, because it is kind of central to eastern side of Iowa. But yeah, 2 or 3 states at most. Some of their beers are hit and miss. I gotta say, it's the first time I've ever been to their brewery, and I was impressed. I thought it was cool. It was totally unassuming. It didn't even stick out. It was on Main Street, and there's like a hardware store next to it and a bicycle shop, and it wasn't touristy or anything, and nothing stood out. It was just like all of a sudden, bam, brewery, just like Peachtree Brewery. Like it didn't stick out at all, and it was like, wow, this is cool. It's just like this little town, and here's this brewery that's just pounding out awesome stuff. So, the feel is juicy and creamy. Acidic. I like that. I like my IPAs acidic. Gosh, yeah. Fantastic beer. Just really good. And I've had a lot of different style of New England style IPAs, but it's honestly beers like this that make the New England style IPA one of my favorites, if not my favorite style. So I'm going to give the appearance a 4.25. The aroma, we're going to give that a 4.5. Excuse me. Flavor, we're going to have a 4.5. Somewhere between 4.25, 4.5. I'm not quite decided on that. We'll be critical. I'll bump that down to 4.25. It's still super good though. And then the feel 4.25. So we got a 4 1/4, 4 1/2, 4 1/4, 4 1/4. I'd give this a 4.34 overall. 3.4. Yeah, like I'm super like analytical. Like most people will be like, oh, 4.35. Like no, 4.34. Like I'm just a numbers guy. So that's what I would give this beer. That's pretty good. That's really good. I can't really say like, hey, go out and buy this. That's the tough part, because when I find a really cool beer and it's kind of hard to come by, I can't just say, hey, find this at your local such and such and, enjoy it. But yeah, as far as I know, this beer isn't distributed at all. It's just straight in the brewery. But if you're ever in that area, Pella, Knoxville, this beer's awesome. So definitely check out Peachtree if you haven't yet. Good stuff. Pretty decent folks at the brewery. Nice stuff. So eat meat, keep your guns, and drink awesome beer. Fill your growlers. Cheers.